Hey guys, good morning. Guys, if you can see my screen, just type S in the chat box so that we can get started. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for the confirmation. Okay, so in the last session of this Selenium Java General Regular R&D series, we have completed this multi-selection box field, right? We have completed this multi-selection box field. Now, let's move on to the next one. So this part I'll cover as part of the framework. So I am not going to cover here. Okay. This one will be covered later during the frameworks. Fine. Anyhow, coming to this, handling Bootstrap dropdowns. The next category is what? Bootstrap dropdowns. So Bootstrap model dialogues I have covered in one of the previous sessions, right? As part of this series, in the last session category, I covered what is a Bootstrap. It's like a framework built on the top of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and it has some ready-made templates. I explained that if you remember, right? The technology. So we have similarly some drop-down fields which are created with the help of this Bootstrap stuff. Okay, a predefined templates will be there for the drop-downs to enhance how the drop-down fields will look like. So what is a Bootstrap drop-down? I'll show you first of all, then how to automate it. I'm going to show you practically. Okay. So for that, I'll just Google it out. W3 schools Bootstrap drop-down. I'll just Google search with this Bootstrap dropdown and I will get a page. Bootstrap dropdowns. Just click on that. Everyone, meanwhile, type in the chat box Bootstrap dropdown. Everyone type Bootstrap dropdown or dropdowns in the chat box. Yeah, great. Bootstrap dropdown. Okay. Great, great. So what exactly is a Bootstrap dropdown? A dropdown menu is a toggle menu that allows the user to choose one value from a predefined list. For example, this is a Bootstrap dropdown. Click on this, you're getting this option. Does it look like a traditional dropdown field? Guys, does this Bootstrap model, Bootstrap dropdown field look like a traditional dropdown field, or it looks more better visually and all those stuff? What do you think? Does it look same as a traditional dropdown field? The traditional dropdown field looks something like this, guys. Okay, if I take you here, the traditional dropdown will look something like this. Okay, the UI look is not that much better, right? So it's a traditional dropdown field. Whereas here in the Bootstrap dropdown, you see it looks more better because it's using a kind of template, ready-made template, which has enhanced the application of the CSS JavaScript for that. Toggle means turning it off or on. I'll show you one option. What is toggling means? Toggle HTML. Say this is a toggle. Toggle means turn it on, turn it off, on, off. This is called as toggling means. Okay. Understood, guys? Understood, Pawan, what is toggle means? Pawan is asking me a question. What is toggle? Toggling means selecting, deselecting, selecting, deselecting. This is called as toggling. Okay. Are there any other examples for toggling? Okay. So toggle button. You see, there's a toggle button or toggle switch generally you say. So such kind of toggle means here, when you click it, you'll get options. Again, when you click it, it will take off the options. Got it? What is toggling? In this case of drop-down button, toggleable menu is coming. Okay. Like in the toggle switch, you can toggle on and toggle off right here. When you click on that, this menu is coming as if it's like a toggle. Again, when I click it, menu is closing. So this is called as toggling effect on menus. Okay. Such kind of toggleable menus, if you want to create, okay, in the form of drop-down menus, then we have to use Bootstrap. The easiest way for the developers is to use the Bootstrap dialogues. using which it will be possible. But if you right click here and select inspect option, if you right click on this button and select inspect option, in the HTML code of this button, in the HTML code of this thing, you see this is not a drop down field. Do you see any select tags anywhere? Guys, do you see any select tags here for this? Do you see any select tags like traditional drop down fields? Do you see any it looks like a drop down field, but it's not a drop down field. Okay, it's called as a drop downs or drop down field. Why? Because there has been some HTML, CSS, and something being used to get this kind of effect. Okay, so that's the reason it's not a traditional drop-down field where we have the select tag name for creating this kind of stuff. It looks like a drop-down, but actually, technically, it's not a drop-down field. It looks like a drop-down. In HTML, the people will create this kind of, instead of creating a traditional drop-down field using by writing a traditional select tag, they'll create this kind of stuff. This kind of modern applications will use this Bootstrap drop-down kind of stuff, which don't have that select tag. Instead, they have what here? Button tag. So button, some class is there. You see drop-down toggle is being, drop-down toggle class is being used from the Bootstrap, okay, template. If you apply this class for the button, that will become a Bootstrap drop-down button, okay. So then data toggle is equal to drop-down. And yeah, data toggle is equal to drop-down. Let's see how they are connecting it. Drop-down example is the name of the button, span class caret button. So UL drop-down menu, role menu like this. They created something. So it's like in the div tag, class drop-down is there. Under the class drop-down, data toggle is equal to drop-down is there. So this is matching. Okay, then class, they are applying it as, this is the main thing in Bootstrap, right? They use some classes. These classes will have the templates applied to the button, and they convert these buttons into the Bootstrap drop downs or whatever it is. Okay, drop down menu. Drop down menu is there. Test role menu and menu one or something. You see ID menu one is there here. Area labeled by menu one is there. There's some connection here. How you have to create and all. Let's not learn the Bootstrap here. Let's not learn the Bootstrap technology. If you still want to learn the Bootstrap, right? You have this W3 schools tutorial, Bootstrap 3 tutorial, where you can go through and learn it, but that's not required for us unless you are passionate about creating a web application with this kind of better looking elements instead of using traditional dropdowns. If you want to develop a website with this kind of applications, then you can definitely refer this list and enhance your skills as a developer. But for now, we are looking into automation. I'm not digging deep. Okay, I'm not digging deep, but I'm just trying to explain you how this HTML code implementation for this Bootstrap dropdown will look like. We don't have the select tab. Instead, normal HTML code containing buttons, UI, li, all those things are there. Okay, if I click on this, you see HTML and all those things are coming, and you can see that option, JavaScript option here. Okay, about us option here and all those stuff. And each and every option here, you see they provided anchor tag. Right inside the list, you see there is an anchor tag, so that when you click on the JavaScript, it will take you to the, when you click on the JavaScript, what is happening? I don't know what's happening here. Maybe you have to go to try it yourself and check it. Drop down example. I'll select JavaScript. I don't know what is happening. Have they kept any link here, or they didn't provide any link, guys. That's the reason it's not going. But if I try it myself and modify that a bit here, if I try to modify that, where is that? Yeah, here. Okay. For example, if I give my channel name purefox and give the website here, purefox.com, and give the link, I'll give the link here. Like this, I'll give the link. And now run. Click on this. Purefox has come. Click on this. You see, it's taken to the Purefox website here. Okay. That's how we can modify it. That's how we can try and modify it, guys. That's a Bootstrap model. Sorry, Bootstrap dropdown. Okay. So it doesn't have any select tag. So let's automate that, guys. Let's automate the Bootstrap dropdown. So one of the best example for the Bootstrap dropdown is HDFC net banking application is already using a real-time live application. I'll show you. So if you go to this net banking of HDFC, you go to this hdfcbank.com, hdfcbank.com, and here once the page loads, here you see select a product type, select a product. These two things are Bootstrap dropdowns. They are not the traditional dropdown. They look like traditional. They look like traditional, but the moment you right click and inspect, you cannot right click inspect because hdfcbank.com follow the security a lot. So they are not allowing the user to right click on this kind of stuff. Okay. You cannot right click anywhere on the page. So how can I inspect this option? Tell me guys. If I am not able to right click on this option to inspect the option to see whether it's a traditional dropdown or Bootstrap dropdown. So I'm not able to right click. What I have to do? Yes, I have to open the dev tools. F12 key I have to press and open the dev tools, and there's shortcut also, right? There's another shortcut also to open that. So we have to open the dev tools. Yes, Control Shift I is the shortcut, right? We discussed that. Control Shift I. I'm just pressing that Control Shift I. You see, F12 key you can press or Control Shift I you can press and just go to the Elements tab. And now here in the dev tools, guys, in the dev tools, here on the left side, can everyone see this arrow mark with the square option? Square dots with the arrow mark on the left side. Can you see that? I'm moving my cursor there. Everyone focus on my cursor and just see where I'm taking it. In the Chrome tools, Chrome dev tools, on the complete left side, you will see this option. This is nothing but an inspect option, guys. Okay. If you are not able to right click here, if you are not able to right click and select inspection, another way is that you select this option, and whenever you hover while the option is selected, wherever the mouse hovers, right, that option will get highlighted or highlighted. Now click on that. The moment you click on that, the HTML code for this will come. The other way to inspect this is, if not possible in the application, is to using this option. You have to select this option and hover the mouse and click on that. The HTML code for that particular field, this particular Bootstrap drop down will come here. Does it have any? Does it have any button tag? Sorry, select tag. Is that a is that a traditional drop down, guys? Does it have any drop down here? I mean, select tag here? No. There is some class. You see drop down toggle. You can see that similarity, right? For Bootstrap drop downs, the class, one of the class will be provided as drop down toggle. This makes this anchor tag a drop down toggle. Okay. In the Bootstrap, right? We have to use this class from the Bootstrap framework. We are getting this class known as a drop down toggle, which when applied to the element will convert that anchor tag thing. This is an anchor tag thing which looks like a menu and all the subdiv tag class drop down is there. Again, you see on the top drop down class is there. Under the drop down toggle is there. And somewhere here, the connection will be there between this one and this one. If you go to this UL, all the list of options that are there will be there. Drop down menu is there here. Drop down one is there here. Okay, so, and here same way, data toggle drop down. We don't have to learn Bootstrap, but we can clearly see the similarities, right, in the technology front. Okay, so you see drop down menu, drop down one is there here, and in that all the options are there. Okay, all these options are there. So how to automate such kind of stuff? Do I have to use a select predefined class in Selenium automation to automate this? Guys, do I have to use select predefined class in Selenium automation and use its methods to automate this? No, it's a Bootstrap dialog. Okay, normal way you have to interact with this. Okay, with traditional drop-down field, you have to create an object for the select class and you have to pass that web element of the drop-down field or multi-selection box field, traditional multiple selection box field or drop-down field to it. And then we have to perform the operations using the select methods. But here it's not required. It's part of the same HTML code. It's not a traditional drop-down, guys. So how to automate this? Let's see. Let's see it practically, guys. Okay. I'll simply right click here and say Bootstrap dropdowns. So this kind of stuff will come in real time, guys. So everyone has to learn this kind of stuff when you have to inspect and identify whether that is a traditional dropdown field or a Bootstrap dropdown. We should have that. Okay. Bootstrap dropdown field, dropdown demo. Okay. Bootstrap dropdown demo. Am I creating a class? So I thought of creating a package. Sorry, I'll delete this and it's loading some time. So let me delete this. I want to create a package actually. Right click here and select new and create a package, Bootstrap Dropdown demo. Click on finish, right click here, select new, select a class. So HDFC Bootstrap dropdown demo. Like this, I'll say I'll create a main method here. Inside the main method, I'm going to create something like this. That is Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver. And after that, I'll simply say Control Shift O. The moment I say Control Shift O, it will be automatically imported. This Chrome driver class will be automatically imported from Selenium library. Then I'll maximize the browser window, driver.manage. This is a common code, right? That every day we write. Driver.manage.window.maximize driver.get. Provide this driver.get here. Provide the driver.get. In the driver.get, provide this URL of hdfcbank.com. Provide the URL of this hdfcbank.com. Once that is provided, what I have to do? I have to automate this fields. I have to automate this. So for that, Control Shift I. After Control Shift I, you will get the Chrome DevTools. In that, select this option. Over the mouse here, inspect. Just see if there is a kind of thing where you can locate this thing. Okay, let's see. Because there is one more thing also that looks similar to this one. Select product also is there, which also looks, but here there is a select product text here. Coming to this one, if I inspect this, it has product type as a text. Select product type as a text. I'll copy this text and I'll use this anchor tag to create the web element. Driver.find element by.xpath. By.xpath, I'll try. I can try the xpath here. Control F, /A, text is equal to /A, text is equal to, give that XPath expression, and yeah, press enter. As you can see here, the drop-down field is getting highlighted. Copy this XPath expression, and here write down, provide the XPath expression, and put a semicolon here, and this will give you the web element. That is select product type. Select product type is equal to select product type. Hover the mouse on this and say create a web element will be created. Now what I have to do, I just have to click on the web element. Okay, unlike traditional drop down field, I don't have to use select is equal to new select. It's not a real traditional drop down field. It is a bootstrap created bootstrap technology or framework type of technology or framework type used drop down field. So the kind of you interacting with and selecting the option in this bootstrap drop down will be different. First you have to click on that, guys. Okay, in order to select an option in the bootstrap, you have to first toggle it out. How to toggle that bootstrap? By using the same click command, you have to toggle. The moment it clicks on this kind of options will come here. And in these options, I have to inspect the option and then select the option. Okay. So we don't have several comments like select by visible text, select by index, select by value. It will not be there, guys. Okay, it will not be there. The way to do that is completely different. The moment I click on this, these options are coming. Okay, Control Shift I am saying. And then here, select this one, select this. So here it is the thing, open that. If you go to the individual options, let's say what product, let's say I went to the HDFC bank and I would like to select a product here, product type here. Let's say what I'm interested in. Am I interested in cards or accounts or deposits or EMIs, health insurance, vehicle insurance, travel insurance? Many things are there here. HDFC bank, my cards are there, loans are there, FASTag is there, deposits are there. Like there many options are there. Pays app is there also there. So what I want to select here, let's say I would like to go with something like, what is there? Yeah, Pays app. Pays app I want to go with. I want to select this Pays app. Okay, I cannot inspect this. So here I can see the HTML code anyhow for the Pays app, right? Here value is there and everything is there. So I would like to select that text, copy the text between the LI tags, and here write down Control F, you have to create a XPath expression for the /li text is equal to. This is the way to select, guys. There is no other way. Okay. Page app is getting selected. Copy this XPath expression. Page app option need to be selected. For that, I'll simply go here and create a web element for that option. Driver dot find element by dot XPath. Give the XPath expression of that and provide this. Over the mouse on this. Create the web element. Page app element or option. Page of option. I'll say otherwise. Page of option, create the web element. Normal HTML code like that, you have to automate it, guys. Okay. You don't have to use the select tags here for this. Just click, it will select the option. Let's run the code and see whether that in the product type, the page app option is getting selected or not. So this is a Bootstrap dropdown field, which looks similar to the dropdown field, but the way of automating it is completely different because we don't have the select tags. So we just need to click on that Bootstrap dropdown, and in that option, we have to select the page app. Even though this notification is coming, still it's able to select. If you want to disable this notification, what I have to do, guys? What I have to do if I have to disable this notification? Here I have to write down Chrome options. Chrome options is equal to new Chrome options. Okay. Chrome option is equal to new Chrome options. Control Shift O. And here I'll simply say options dot add arguments of hyphen disable hyphen notifications. Okay, put this and pass these options as an argument for this Chrome driver class. Then this time that notification should not come. Let's try this out this time to see whether that notification is coming or not. We cannot use select by value, Anil. That is not possible, Anil. Select by value because it's not a traditional dropdown. Got it? Is that clear, Anil? It's not a traditional dropdown field. It's a bootstrap. You have to identify that, whether it is a bootstrap or whatever it is. You see, this time we didn't get the notification and the page app option got been selected. We have to write the normal HTML code for that. Clear, Anil? Clear? We cannot use select by value, select by index, select by visible text. We cannot do that. Okay? That's not the way. So, fine. Now, I would like to do some experiments here. Let's say there is one more, right? After selecting the product type, let's refresh here. And after selecting the product type, otherwise I'll close this part. After selecting the product type as a page app, let's say page app, then select product will come. In that again, only page app is coming. What if I select a different product like product type like, invest? If I select this invest option, and then here I'm getting a lot of investment options, right? So better I'll do one thing. I'll change my thing to invest option. I would like to select invest option. I'll just change my option to invest option so that I can get different type of investment options here. I can invest using a demat account, mutual funds. I can invest national pension scheme. I can invest public provident fund. I can invest. Okay. So what I'll do here is I'll change this to the select product type text is equal to here page app invest of page app. I'll give invest so that the next drop down field, right, will get more options. So this particular drop-down field is dependent on this particular Bootstrap drop-down field is dependent on this one. Whatever the option you select in the first drop-down option, that is Bootstrap drop-down option, you can select that relevant. You see, if you select something like cards here, you'll get different kind of cards like credit card, debit cards, commercial cards, forex cards, fast tag, loan. Many cards are coming. You can also change it to cards. That's also looking good. You can change it to cards here. Okay, if you select cards here, you have an option to select different type of card that you want here. So I'll after the selecting of the cards, again Control Shift I. Okay, yeah, it looks like we have to wait. It's like dynamic, right? Without the page getting loaded, these things are coming. So there is a possibility that there is a possibility that things may not happen. Okay. They may come faster. They look like they come faster. When you click on this one, when you get these options or when you change the something here and dynamically some new options are generating here without the page getting loaded. Definitely this is an asynchronous thing. We need to wait. Yes, Rajkumar, we have to wait for that. So first, without waiting, we'll try that. It will work, but still I'll try to wait afterwards. Okay. So first I'll try to explain without waiting. Let's see how far it will go. And but ultimate best practice is that we have to wait for that. Okay. Way to implement wait for this, I'll explain you. Fine. Anyhow, select product and I would like to select, let's say, debit cards in this cards and select the debit cards in this. For that, I'll select this option and select this. Again, you see the same anchor tag is there with the text and all the stuff. Copy this and create an XPath expression. So not like traditional, we have to create like this. Okay, there's no other way. We have to go with a non-traditional approach to locate that fields and how to work with the fields. Driver.find element by dot XPath, use the XPath expression. We'll do more, guys. This is just a beginning. We'll just do more with this Bootstrap dropdown fields. We'll do a more. Here, what is that? Select product. Select product. Select product field. You can say select product or select product field. Create this and here write down select product dot click. I have to say normal way. Click I have to say, and once I click on that, I'll get the options. In that, I have to select the drop down option, right? In that debit card option, I have to select here under the UL tags. We have LI tags having the debit cards. Copy this and say Control F /LI. Text is equal to debit cards. Okay. Copy this. So without doing anything, we are able to do it, but it's not a best practice to write like this. We have to implement waiting. That was there in my mind, but I thought of explaining it later. So fine. So here I'll provide this, but your suggestion or your thinking is good. You are following the sessions properly. Wherever the asynchronous calls happening, you have to implement wait. It may work. It looks like it may work, but sometimes due to network problems or something, these things may not happen as you expect because there might not be so much fast. So here I'll write debit card option is equal to, or the mouse on this and say create local variable, and here simply debit card option dot click. That's it. Normal way, we have to create the web elements and select them. Now run this code and see whether it is working fine or not. Let's see whether it will select. It has disabled the notification. Then it has to select product type as cards. It has to select the cards as debit cards. It is working fine. It's working fine so far. But still, as a Rajkumar is suggesting, right? That's very correct. That it's an asynchronous kind of activity, guys. Okay, it's an asynchronous activity. This select product type dropdown will come by default when the page loads. But once I click on the select product type, the options are coming in a dynamic way. These options are coming in a dynamic way. So it's better to wait for them. Okay, better to wait for them. WebDriver, wait. And especially for the second one, based on the first option, these options are coming. So it's better to wait. Okay. Okay. Wherever there is a possibility, you better wait for it. Okay. WebDriver wait. WebDriver wait. Let's implement the WebDriver wait here. Driver comma duration dot of seconds. Generous 10 seconds is more than enough for this. Okay. Over the mouse on this and say create import this from WebDriver and simply write on wait dot until expected conditions dot visibility of element located by visibility of is that conditions dot visibility of elements or element visibility of element located by locator. Which locator? This locator by XPath. You have to give here, and here you don't have, you can create the web element here itself. Okay, web element pay option, and you don't need this line anymore. And similarly, for the second one, after you click on the select product, this will come by default with the page loading. And this debit card option will come based on the option that you are selecting in the first Bootstrap drop down field. Okay. So what I'll do here is for the second option, it's better to wait. Okay. Because it's dynamically coming. So wait is got already there. I have to simply write down the same code here. Wait dot until. I'll just copy paste it here. And here in the by dot XPath, I'll give this by dot XPath. I'll provide that here. Done. And yeah, this option, I'll take it here. I don't have to create it separately. And simply this line is not required anymore to know this, right? So fine, we have written the code. Now let's see whether this way is working or not. We are waiting and clicking. It's a best practice, okay? It may work for you without implementing this waiting and all. It may work for you as a best practice. We have to wait and then select the options. That's the better way. After you click, you wait for that option to be there and then click on that and select that options. The best practice. Notifications will not come. It will select the cards. After waiting, it will select the debit cards. Okay, it's working fine. We're able to automate it. Done, great. And what next we have here? This is one thing. Now we want to do different operations here. This is how we have to automate the drop-down fields, but we can do a lot with this Bootstrap drop-down fields. We can do a lot. So coming to creating a generic method, I'm not going to create here. I'm not going to work on this. I'm going to work on this generic method while creating a framework, okay? We'll create a lot of utility methods, and as part of that, we'll create this generic method. But for now, let's not do that. So here, what I will do here is I'll explain one more thing as part of this handling Bootstrap dropdowns. Let's try to do a lot of stuff here. For example, in this, I would like to print all the options, okay? In this select product type, right? I would like to print all these options. Whatever the different options are there, I would like to print. How to get all, how to retrieve all these options, how to retrieve all these options in this, in drop-down field, traditional drop-down field, we have get options command. If you remember, right? What is the command, guys, in traditional drop-down fields? To get all the options from the drop-down field in traditional drop-down field. Generic method means reusable method. Okay. Generic method means reusable method, Pawan. You just create a method. Whenever you want to select an option, you just pass the name of that option to that method. That method will run the code to select the options. Okay. That is generic method. Okay. Pawan, clear? So that I'll cover as part of the frameworks. I'm not going to cover it here. Yes, Rajkumar, you are right. Get options is a command in traditional drop-down fields. Get options is a okay. Get options is the options in the get options is the command in traditional drop-down fields, which comes from the select class to retrieve all the options. But this is not a traditional drop-down field. Still, if I want to get all these options in this traditional drop-down, that is a Bootstrap drop-down field, what I have to do? I have to apply my brain. Simple. Okay. So I'll create a class here. Get all options. Get all options in Bootstrap dropdown. Bootstrap dropdown field. Okay. So click on this main method and create the code. Create the code, guys, here. Let's create the code here. 1 minute. Here I'll write down the code. That is Chrome driver. Driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver. And in this, I have to say Control-Shift-O. Then write down driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. Then driver dot get Yes, we can do anything. Let's try it out. Okay, let's see what are the possibilities. Copy this. And here, write down. First, in order to get all the options, the first thing that we have to do in this Bootstrap dropdown field is we have to click on that, right or wrong? We have to first click on this Bootstrap dropdown field or not, yes or no? Do we have to click on this? To get all these options, do you have to click on this? Yes, we have to click on that first, okay? So we'll click on that. Driver dot find element by dot XPath. What is the XPath expression, guys, for that Bootstrap /8 text is equal to select product type. If I remember, this is the one that I already have done, right? Inspected and done this already, okay? Where is it going wrong? Put a semicolon here. Yes, it will return you the select product type field. Okay, drop down field, it will create the web element. Okay, hover the mouse and say create, and we can take this XPath expression also from here if required. We can take this. There's a mistake here. Select product type, square bracket close, and after that close the double quotes. Copy this XPath expression between the double quotes. Copy this and come back here and let's find it out. Control Shift I, Control Shift I, Control Shift I, and in that Control F and give paste that. Is it locating or not? Let's confirm. Yes, it's locating. We gave the text between the tags /A text is equal to select product type. We are able to locate this. Bootstrap dropdown. We are clicking on that. We are simply clicking on that so that we'll get all the options. After that, guys, what I have to do? I have to get all the options from this thing. Okay. After that, I have to. Once I click on this, what will happen? This kind of thing will happen. I'll just select this and just select this part. Just select this part. Still the same thing. It's highlighting. Okay. So ULLI, this one. Basically this one, guys. Okay. There's nothing but ULLI. We have to wait for these options to come, right? All the ULLI options to come. So we'll wait for this. I don't think we have to wait, but still, no. We don't have to wait for them because they are not dynamically coming. They may be loading. Okay. When you click on that, they are not coming. They're already, you see, when without clicking also, if I inspect this, they are part of the same web page already. They're not loading. We don't have to wait. I think so. Here in this case, we don't have to wait. For second dropdown, we have to wait. The previous example also, when I was explaining that waiting mechanism, here I was doubting myself, like whether I have to implement the waiting mechanism or not for this first one. I don't think for the first one it is required, but for the second one it is required. The reason behind that is these options are by default coming, but second drop-down field options are coming based on the option that we are selecting here. Okay. So we don't have to wait for this. Simply write down driver.find element by.xpath here. Just give me a second. Driver.find element by.xpath, remove this part. Okay. Done. Okay. For second only we have to wait because that is only where synchronous activity is going on, right? Synchronous activity is going on only in this place based on the option you are selecting in the first drop down. Second options are changing. So for the first option, it's not required to wait. So we'll simply do one thing. I will simply do one thing here. That is come back here and here select product type click. I'll say select product type click and all the options are coming. How to get all the options? Inspect one of the option here. Inspect one of the option here. Let's say accounts or some option. So you can see that all the LI tags are there in this UI kind of drop down one kind of stuff. So, or you can also come from anchor tag and come to this. So you can extend this XPath expression /A text is equal select product type /LI if I say. Any options coming? No. Why? Okay. You see under the anchor tag, these LI options are not there. Under the anchor tag, under the sibling, it is there. So what I have to do? / following -sibling :UL I have to write. Under that /L I have to say. This is the way I have to do. 17 options are the 17 options are there. Using select product is also coming. So we don't want the value of 0 because select product type, I don't want all the real options I want to like cards, accounts, deposits, loans, and all that one, but I don't want select product type. So how to do this? LI, we should not contain, right? We should not contain 0 as a value. Is there any way we can do that? / not colon. Is that the thing? @ LI is equal not LI. LI and it should not contain the value as not colon. I'll try this, but let's see what is happening. Not colon. @ value is equal to 0 is not the one, right? There was something that we have learned it. It's not colon or something. I don't remember. So just, you see, sometimes I have to test my XPath and CSS skills. How to use not colon not method. Sorry, that is colon not, I remember, right? I just now remembered it. That is colon not colon. Okay. So let's go back here and write down here colon not of here circular brackets you have to put. Inside that you have to provide at the rate value is equal to 0 if I give and say, is this the one? Okay, this is not coming. Again, I need to go here and try this out. Is correct XPath or not? Should be not of at the rate value without extra closing circular brackets. Assuming you meant not at the rate value, then yes, it is a correct XPath expression. Not at the rate value is equal to square bracket. Did I write or not? The two square brackets came. I'll remove one of the square bracket. Colon not at the rate value. Not, it looks like good. But yeah, let's see if it's giving me any suggestions value. So let's say okay, got it. Not of that should be provided in the square bracket rather. Okay. If you apply the XPath / item, not like this in the square bracket, you have to put not. Okay, that is a small mistake I have done. Let's see here. Here li square bracket. Here if I put at the rate value is equal to 1 means it will only select one option, that is this cards option. But if I want not thing, you have to provide not of at the rate 1 means apart from 1 remaining all it will select. You see except 1 it will, but I want not of 0. You see except 0 everything will be located 16 options 1 2, but 0 will not be there. Okay, you see 0 will not be there. From 1 onwards it's starting. This kind of XPath expression we can create. And here write down driver dot find elements. Instead of find element, I'll use find elements by dot XPath. I'll give the bigger XPath that I'm creating here. /a following sibling, product type. We can simplify it also, but that's okay. This is better, I feel. Okay. Options is equal to all the options will come in the form of web elements here. List of web elements it will come. List of web elements they will come. Now I can use for each loop or whatever the loop, right? I can use for each loop. Can use for each loop here. So there is an error already there. So maybe I have to put a semicolon here. Put a semicolon. You see, you should not be using any predefined methods of the select class here in case of Bootstrap. You should work if as you are working with some UI elements. Okay. So that is the only difference between the Bootstrap dropdown and traditional dropdown. Okay. So here for each and every option is a web element. For a web element option colon options, I'll write. And here I'll just simply write down system.out.println option dot get text I have to write because between the option text, between this li tags, right? This option text, the text tags are between the tags, we have this option text actually. Okay. So after that, I'll simply driver dot quit the browser. So total 16, but the first option that is select product type should not be printed. Remaining real options that is cards to HDFC Bank, my card should be printed. Let's see whether that is working fine or not. Let's see whether this is working fine or not. You see, it is working fine. Cards, accounts, deposit, loans, EMI to HDFC cards. On the top of it, we can disable the top of this, we can disable the notification. Chrome options is equal to new Chrome options. And here Control Shift O and simply say options dot add arguments of hyphen 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 disable hyphen notifications. Put this and put a options kind of stuff here and then pass it here. That's it. That's one thing that we can do. And yeah, here also Chrome. Like instead of options, I'll say Chrome options otherwise. Okay. Chrome options, Chrome options, dot Chrome options, because these options and these options are, interfering. Right click run as Java application and observe that. Here there was a notification coming, right? That notification is getting disabled. Okay. Yeah, fine. It's getting all the options. So there are few questions here. It's working fine now. There are few questions though in the chat I am going to address. Blessy is asking me which notification will be disabled. Which notification? I'll tell you which notification. If I don't write this Chrome options here, I'll show you the notification here. I'll just not quit the browser here. Right? Blessy, you can see on the screen. If I don't apply these Chrome options, which notification is coming, which notification option I'm disabling, you can see that here. Just give me a second. Let script run. I'll show you what is the notification I'm talking about. When the HDFC Bank loads, it will come with a notification on the here, this page. Please play this place. You just focus. You'll get a notification. Did you get the notification? Browser level notification. HDFCbank.com wants to show notifications. Allow block. Blessy, can you see that? Yes, that notification I don't want to appear on the page. So for that reason, I have to write this code. Chrome options is called new Chrome options dot add argument, disable that notification. And this Chrome options I have to pass into the constructor of the Chrome driver, then only it will be applied. Okay, then only it will be applied. If you don't pass this Chrome options into the constructor of Chrome driver, this Chrome options will not work. Earlier I removed that, that's why the notification of that coming. Now if I provide this, the notification will not come this time. Right click run as Java application. I'll come to the second question, don't worry. I'll come to the second question. You see, notification will not come this time. And it's clicked on the option and you see, notification has not come. Blessy, is that clear? Blessy, is that clear for you how to disable the notifications? Yes, great. And coming to the next one, Rajkumar, without clicking on select product type, it could work since it's being loading in the page itself. Is my understanding correct? Let's try that. So Rajkumar is saying that what if I don't select this select product type and still can I get these options because it's coming, it's there in the HTML code, right? Can I get that? Let's find it out. Okay, let's find it out. What will happen if I don't click on this? I'm just commenting this out as per your requirement, Rajkumar. I'm commenting this select product type, not clicking on the select product type, whether these options are coming or not. Let's see. Okay. Right click. I'll just quit the browser also so that we'll know whether the output is coming or not. So without clicking on the select product type thing, what's happening? Let's see. Let's see it visually. That is the right question. But we'll see whether that is happening with or without clicking on the product type. Generally, I know that it has to be clicked, but let's check what's happening there. So the page is still loading. Once the page loads, product type will not be clicked. Are there any options coming, Rajkumar? No, right? Options are not coming. That means only when they are visible, they are coming. Okay, so we have to definitely make the option click. For the Bootstrap dropdown, if you want to get all the options, you have to first click on that. And once they are loaded on the page, then only we will be able to get it. Okay. Yeah, welcome, Rajkumar. Fine, that's a good question anyhow on the Bootstrap dialog dropdown fields. So that's how we can work with the Bootstrap dropdown fields, guys. That's how we can work with the Bootstrap dropdown fields. Let's go back and see what else we are left out with. Then we have jQuery dropdowns and then auto suggestive dropdowns. This we'll see in the next sessions, guys. Okay, this we'll see in the next sessions. Today we'll not cover because I want to cover these things in depth. So jQuery dropdowns I'll cover tomorrow. Tomorrow I don't think we have a session, guys, because tomorrow is a holiday here again. Sorry for that because here continuous holidays are coming. So what is the holiday tomorrow? Anyone in the chat box? Why we have to take an holiday? Yes, Ramzan Eid. Okay. So as part of that Ramzan Eid, we have to take a holiday tomorrow. Fine. We'll take that tomorrow holiday as a holiday and then continue from 11, 12, and 13th, 14th, it will be there. Continuous sessions will be there. So tomorrow, I'll just post in the WhatsApp group right away about this. Yesterday was like our Telugu festival or Indian festival Ugadi. As a New Year, we call it in India. It's India's New Year rather than World New Year. India celebrates New Year in the form of Ugadi or all the stuff. Okay. So fine. So I'll just close it here. I'll just post that. You can practice, guys. If you have time, you can practice tomorrow, whatever the things, right? You can practice it tomorrow. Okay, because tomorrow is a holiday. Did I write anything here regarding the sessions or something? I think I have written somewhere. Yeah. Here I'll write tomorrow. Tomorrow is a holiday on account of Eid, Ramadan, Ramadan. Okay. Ramzan. Many words are there for that. Is on account of Ramadan festival in India. And because of that, we'll take a holiday and no sessions will be conducted. Hence, no sessions will be conducted tomorrow. Done. Okay. That's the thing, guys. You also announce that. And next thing is this is very good. We completed these parts. And jQuery is left out and auto-suggestive dropdowns are left out that we'll cover in depth. All this kind of variety items we have to see, guys, and practice. So meanwhile, you have any questions you can ask me from for today, or is there anything I have forgot to upload the recordings or something? Just let me know, guys. I'll upload it for you right now. Or any questions you have, I can ask, and any other things, any assignments, anything you have, anything, just let me know. Okay, let's see here. Someone was posting a question here. I think someone has posted something here like about the recording. They have removed it, I think so. I don't know. Okay. I think they have removed it after looking at that, maybe. But let me cross check if I have everything uploaded or not from my side. Let me cross check. Yeah, let's see. Let me see and see if anything I am missing, upload right away. Meanwhile, you can ask me the questions, guys. Okay. Any questions you want to ask, you can ask me.
Can you repeat those XPath
XPath expressions
using
of
not
this code
using not?
using not thing. Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll make it easy. Don't worry. Here I have used not, right? Here I have used not. I'll go to the normal website, omaya.blogspot.com. Now, if you see this list of items, can you see the list of items here?
Yes, sir.
You can see now
Yeah, yeah.
this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thing. Okay. 5, 6 thing, right? These 6 options are there. I want to retrieve all the options except option 3, let's say. 1, 2 should come, 4, 5, 6 should come, but the 3 should not come. In that case, what I will do, I'll inspect this one of the option here. I'll get the HTML code. Once I get the HTML code, you see the HTML code is for 1, right? 1, and then we have other things like 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 I don't want. Okay, in that case, if I want everything, what I will do is I'll create a proper XPath expression to retrieve that. Here, for example, under the div tag, we have this OL, LI, and all those stuff. But this div tag doesn't have unique thing, but this order list have something unique. Copy this order list, and here I'll create an XPath here, /h2. Text is equal to, I'll first create this kind of stuff. So it will locate this h2. Under the h2, we have the div, which is a following sibling, right? Under the following sibling, we have this. Or you can simply say /following also, /following, : li also we can say, I think so. It's not coming. At the end of the h2, OL, right? Sorry, OL. OL, I will say. No, it's not coming. Sorry, there is a mistake in my thing. Following, : li. Now it's coming. That's okay. Okay. /following li, it will come. Instead of following, otherwise I have to do what? From here, I have to go to following sibling, and from there, I have to go to li. That is a 2-step process. Instead of /following li also, it's a good thing. So it's how many options it's locating? But 17 options.
70.
17 options. That's the thing. So instead of directly going, I'll write OL here so that it will OL / otherwise I have to say /following : OL. Okay, now /li, if I say, now how many are coming? Only 6. Whatever I wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will come, you see. So in that some text is there, right? So in that some text is there. You can see that it's getting located on the UI also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's getting located, but I don't want one of the option. If I want one of the option, what I have to do? I have to write the square brackets. And in that square bracket, what I have to write? Text is equal to what I have to write? Text is equal to 3. Let's say I want 3 option. Then I have to write like this. Only one option, that is 3 option will get located, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Now I want an opposite. Except 3, I want everything. Let's see. I'll try that. I don't know whether this works here, but let's write that. Not option, I'll write text is equal to 3. Text is equal to 3 circular bracket. Is that correct, or I'm doing any mistake anywhere? Text function. I think 2 square brackets came. Yeah, now it's working. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Not method. Whatever you provide in the not, it will opposite in a. It will work in an opposite way. If you don't provide not, it will select only 3 options. But if you select not, means apart from 3, remaining all options will be selected. You see, 2 directly 4. You can see the UI, right? It's jumping. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Clear now?
Yeah.
It's clear now? Just an
Yes.
extra not you have to provide inside the not method, inside that condition, inside the not method you have to provide. Okay. Yeah, Deepti is asking me a question. Is there any other methods except get options in generics? What do you mean by this, Deepti? Can you explain in? Can you explain? I didn't get that. Deepti, can you say anything here? Like, what is that you are expecting? What's the question actually? I didn't get that. Is there any other methods except get options in generics you are asking? Is Deepti there? Deepti, you there? Deepti, I'm not able to understand your question. Get options in generics means what? Get options is a predefined method in select a predefined class. Okay. But we don't have a user defined method. But what is generics and all, I'm getting, I'm not clear about your question. If you can speak or you can type in the chat box, I can explain. If you want, you can type your question in the chat. I can explain. Can you reframe it so that I can understand? Then, yeah, Rajkumar, do you have any question regarding this following text is equal to 3 kind of stuff you have typed there? Do you have any question, Rajkumar?
No, Arun. I'm
Okay,
clear.
just typed it. Okay, fine, got it. Amruta, why the error displayed if you use as follows? Full name. Okay. Why the error displayed if you use as follows? Web element full name driver.find element by.css selector hash full name send key sample. We use like this by.css selector hash full name. Okay. Dot.
Means
Yeah, it's not
the
either you have to create a web element or I'll copy this into the my editor.
yeah.
Just let me show you that what is the problem in that line. I'll tell you why the error is coming. Okay, Deepti, fine. You may have got the answer already, maybe. Okay. Just give me a second. Amruta has a question. I'm going to explain that. Here, Amruta is asking like this, okay? If I write something like this, web element, full name is called driver.find element, dot send keys. You are using both, Amruta. Either you have to remove this part, then it will work.
Yes.
Okay? So this is the object of the web element, and you are performing the operation on this, right? This is how it will work. Or you can do one more thing where you can put a semicolon here that without using the dot kind of thing, and you can store into the web element. Okay, web element, some element is equal to, then you can say element dot, then you can say element dot. Why I'll explain you more than this. Okay, so element dot, you can write this send keys. Okay, element dot send keys you can write this way. So why either that way you have to use, either only driver dot find element dot send keys you have to use, or you have to say web element is called driver and then element dot send keys. But what if you use both? What is happening? I'll tell you. Okay, if I use this part here itself with the help of web element, and at the end what's happened is, so it will not take the return type of find element. It will not take the return type of the find element. Return type of the find element is what? Web element. But
Yes.
what is the return type of send keys?
Object.
Return type of send keys is what? We have to see that. Let's see. Here, if I say, I'll just try it for a while. Okay, just for the sake. Dot send keys, I will try. Okay. So what is the return type of the send keys over the mouse? Type mismatch is happening. That I'll remove this for a while. Okay, I'll remove this for a while and just over the mouse on the send keys here. So what is the return type of the send keys? What is the return type?
Void.
Void
Yes.
means, does it return anything?
No.
Then how can we store that into a web element? That's the question. Got it?
Yeah. Means if the find element and send keys return type is same, then we can
Yes,
create as
then
a
we can
table.
do that. Then we can do that. Okay.
Okay.
So if you go with a string mechanism, right, that generally happens. Okay. So I'll show you one example of the string where that happens. Whatever that you just raised, right, that will happen when you work with strings. Okay. So I'll go to the doubt section and show you what you are talking. I'll tell you. If you go to the general Java strings, let's say. So here in the return type demo.
So if the return type is void, then whenever we are trying to create that element, it will
That will not be, return type cannot be void. If return type is void, you cannot create an element or you cannot declare something. You cannot store into something. Void
Okay,
means that method is not returning anything. So how can you create something out of that, right? So just see here, your doubts will be cleared here. For example, string str is equal to, I'll give Arun Motori as my string text. Okay, fine.
yes.
Fine. Now, what I'll do is str dot I'll simply write something like substring int beginning index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll give 5 as the substring. So now this substring is returning is what? What is the substring method returning? String.
String.
Right? string, yes, string, it is returning my last name actually. It's returning my last name because I have intentionally gave 5 here. So 5 to the end of the thing, index 5 onwards to the end of the thing, it will return. So if I say system.out.println last name, my last name will be printed. Just see this, what's happening. If I print out this str, my full name will be printed. If I print out my str, full name will be printed. But what if I print out that last name, system.out.println, if I print out that last name, what will be printed? The substring only will be printed. Okay. Right click run
Yes.
Java application. See, my full name and followed by my last name only got printed. Now what I will do here is, instead of storing this return type of the substring here, instead of storing the return type of the substring here, if I say dot, again substring I'll say. On the top of this, again I'm using substring. This time substring of what? Substring of motory text. Substring of motory text. Starting index is, I'll say, I want to get only TO. So 0, 1, 2. In that motory index 2. To what I want? Here I have to give, let's say, excluding index I have to give. That is 5 if I give. 0, 1, 2, 3. I think I have to give 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 I have to give. If I give 4 means this is an excluding index. So it will take from 2 means 0, 1, 2. From 2 it will start. And till 4 minus 1, 3 it will go. This is an excluding index. So up to 3 index it will go. 0, 1, 2, 3. That means only TO will come, right? So what is the return type of substring? Now can I put substring here? String of string.
Yes.
Yes, I can put. Yes, in this case I can put. Because this method also is returning string. This method also is returning string. Then it is okay. Okay. Then I'll do one more thing. I'll remove this part still. I don't want to create this. And still I want to do more. Dot replace. Okay. Replace one character. Let's say in the TO text, I want to replace TO, or else replace TO to what? I want to replace TO to from. Let's say some another example. Now, can I put string here? It depends on the return type of the replace method. What is the return type of the replace method? Again, string. Can I put string here? String here.
Yes.
Now, if I print out system.out.println, system.out.println yes, system.out.println, if I say Control F, yes, system.out.println, sorry. Yes, if I print, it will return, it will print F from, because from is getting stored here. It is the 2 is getting replaced to from. So that's happening. What if I say dot, okay, dot, I'll take some other method. Let's say dot length. If I say, can I store into the string now? If I put length means, can I store into that string? No, because the return type of length is different. That is int. Return type of length. You can
Int.
remove this part to find it out. Whenever you get it out, you hover the mouse and say int is a return type. So you have to write int only. When void is there, can you write any data type here?
No.
For example, there's this particular method is returning void. Can I put a data type here? No.
No.
This int is there, I'm putting that int length or L is equal to. So what is the size of that from text that will be printed here? 4, right? 4 will be printed in the output. Number 4 will be printed in the output. Now you got why we are not, why you don't have to use like this. Now it's clear for you.
Yes. Means last
Last
return
method.
type of last method we have to put it there.
Yes, the send case return type is void. That means you cannot put anything here. Okay.
Anything.
If
Yeah.
it had some return type, we would have created something. Instead of web element, if it is written some int or something, we would have put int there. But the return type of send case is void. So
Yes,
void means it's
void.
not returning anything, cannot declare anything. Okay.
Yes.
Now clear?
Yeah. Clear, sir.
Correct.
Thank you.
Okay. Do you have any other questions? I think I cleared that question. I think I'm good. Okay. Any other questions you can ask me, guys? Still, you can ask me the questions and let me look into the.
Sir, please one time can you go to that code, whatever you have written now?
This one?
Just a
Hmm.
second.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have taken a screenshot? Okay.
Yes.
No problem. That will be very useful. Okay. That is method chaining. We call it as like, instead of writing so many lines, right? If I have to write this if I have to really write this, right? This is only coming in how many lines for me? This many operations I'm able to do in how many lines? One line. But if I don't want to write in every line, so if I put a semicolon here and move this here, substring is returning another string, right? Substring return type is string. I have to write string here. So Control Z, I have to write string. If I don't have to write in single line, you see I have to write like this. String S1 is equal to str.substring because substring is returning you the string type. So again, I have to take that S1 dot I have to write. Okay. And S1 dot I have to put a semicolon here. S1, this S1 dot substring, again 2, 4 I am giving. This is again returning me a string. String S2 I'll say. String S2. Okay. Again I have to say S2 dot replace and put a semicolon here. Okay. This many lines I have to write if required. Okay. Replace is again giving me a string. String S3 I'll say. String S3. And then S3 dot length. This length method is returning me what? Int. Int n is equal to. Finally, I'll say n here. Okay. This also will give you the same result, but am I writing in multiple lines or single line in this case? Am I writing how many lines here? Multiple lines. Is this the better way, or if I put this dot substring here and attach to this and dot replace here and attach it to this, or dot length in attach it to this is better? Which one is better, guys? Here, but return type should be last ones. Okay, different depending on your situations, you have to use, guys, either that one or this one, but this one will save your line. Instead of writing 4 lines, I have written the thing in single line. Got it, guys? Got it? Is that clear? Instead of multiple lines, I am writing in a single line. Okay. Clear, everyone? How to save the lines is clear. This one can be written in multiple lines, but I can write in single line because of that process. Object of this string dot substring. Object of string dot replace. Object of string dot length. Okay. So then it is giving the intermediate method chaining. Yes, method chaining we can call it. So we can go to ChatGPT and find about method chaining. So what is method chaining in Java? You see, instead of writing it here like this, append, sb dot append, because it's returning you string builder class only. So object of string builder. So you can directly say dot here, object dot append, object dot to string. Okay. Instead of writing these 4 lines, they have written this called as method chaining, guys. So anyone want to know what is method chaining can improve the code readability when used appropriately, but it's important not to overuse it, as it can sometimes make code harder to debug or understand it taken to extremes. Okay. Map returns a stream object. In another example is there. Here map is returning a stream object. The map is returning a stream object, and then okay, in this example, map returns a stream object. So we can immediately call collect on it. Okay, map dot collect. So it is a stream object. Stream class object has a predefined method known as collect. So since map is already returning an object of the stream class, so stream class dot collect. Don't worry about streams and all now, but that's the thing. Okay. So in-depth Java initiative that will go and start in the coming days. As part of this sessions, right? I will start a new initiative on Java where we'll go in depth. Okay. Here we are only learning Java for Selenium, but a new initiative will start off as part of this training where we are going to cover Java in depth, guys. So there I'm going to cover that for you. Okay. The streams and all those stuff concept. Yeah, readability would be good if we write in multiple lines, not like that. Readability, it's not about readability. It's about you want to use that multiple lines when you write, you want to use everything separately, then multiple lines is good. But if you don't have to use intermediate things, for example, here, you want to get this as an output. Can you get no? I can only print the number of letters in the last converted string, right? That I can put it. But here, can I get the substring part here? In this format, can I print the substring of this 5? Can I print it out in this one? Rajkumar, tell me. Rajkumar, you are the one who is asking the question, right? Readability would be good if you write in multiple lines. It's not about
No.
readability, but if you want to get this answer for this one, you cannot get it. You cannot print the substring now because of writing like this. But if you don't want to print this one, and ultimate intention is only to get the length, the finalized length, then this is good. But if you want to get the substring, this Motori last name, if you want to get, can you get here? No, you cannot get that. That is a problem. Got it? It depends on your requirement, what you want. If you want to get the last name, in that you want the to thing, you want to get the from thing, and also you want to get the length of the from 4 items. If you want, you have to write in separate lines. But only you want to find the final length, then this is better. Okay. So it depends on your requirement. Yes, method chaining also you understood today. Method chaining also you understood today. If we get string buffer here, then it will change, right? No, string buffer also has return types. String buffer also has return types. I'll put a comment here for this and demonstrate with the help of string buffer. String buffer. This is a mutable string, you can see. String buffer is nothing but a mutable string, new string buffer. So, but shortcut representation will not be there for string buffer. Here I have tried something like Arun Motori I'll give. So only object oriented way only you can create that. Now if I write sb dot append, if I use append of otherwise only put Arun here instead of Arun Motori. Append that with what? Append with space and put a semicolon here. Hover the mouse on append. What it is returning? Object of which class it is returning? Guys, object of which class it is returning when I say append here? String buffer. Again, the string buffer object dot, again I can call append if required. Append of, here I'll give my last name Motori. Again, what it will return append? String buffer only. Again, say dot, string buffer dot. I can do one more thing. I can say string buffer dot reverse I will use. What is that reverse is returning? String buffer only. Like that, you can keep going. And final thing is that here I don't have to save this. The return type of this reverse I don't have to store because the original value will get updated here, guys. In the case of string buffer, it's mutable, means the original value will get updated. This whatever the SB object reference is pointing, that value is getting updated. Unlike strings, we don't have to store this return type of this into a variable and something like that. Your original value will not be there. System.out.println, if you print SB, system.out.println, if you print SB, Arun space Motori, and that will be printed in a reverse format. Okay, the original Arun value will be updated. You see, my Arun Motori has been reversed here. Okay, before doing this append thing, if I print SB, before doing that, if I print SB, then Arun only will be printed. But after appending and after reversing and all those stuff, right? Erotom Nura is printed. Okay, I think my name is very good in reversing. Erotom Nura. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Vivek, have I answered your question? Have I answered your question? Yes, great. Depends on the requirement. I think any other questions, guys? Any other questions you want to ask me? Can ask. We have the time.
Arun, I have
Yes,
a question with
Kumar.
respect to XPath. By dot, what is the difference between by dot class and by dot class name?
By dot class and by dot class name.
Yes.
Do we have by dot class? Give me a second. Go to one of the scripts. Let's say Bootstrap drop-down menu. Okay. So if I write something like this here, just for a while, driver dot find element by dot CLASS. Okay, this class is coming up.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. By dot. I never use this class here, but let's see. By class name, this by dot class. Okay, this is a different thing, I think so. By class is a different thing. It's not a method, you see. It's not a method, right? Can you see that? Class
Yeah.
name is the actual thing that you have to use. It is returning an object of the by class. What is the return type of this class name? What is the return type of the
By.
class name? If I use by dot class name, what it is returning? An object of the by class. So this is the object of the by class that you are passing to the find element. But when I say by dot class here, what is the return type here? Class only. Class only is a return type, right? Or open QA. Doesn't matter much. I think dot, what is coming here, you're converting that by to class, and I don't think there's a use of that. I don't think there's a use of general use of that. But generally, what happens is not only about the by, it's about everything. For example, here, Chrome driver is a class, right? System.out.println. If I say Chrome driver dot, I will also get class here. Not only for that, I'm also getting class for Chrome driver also. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
System.out.println. Let's see what is printing it out. By dot class. Okay. So over the mouse on this, it's a keyword. It's a keyword. You see, if you go to the classes, right, you can go to the declaration, guys. These are some predefined keywords. These are some predefined keywords in Java, guys. Okay. This class is also predefined keyword. But what it does, let's see. What will happen if I use a class keyword? Let's see. You can try this separately also, but let's try this here to see what it is printing in the output. That's good. Any question is good, guys. Okay, but ultimately we have to find, we have to do this R&D. Okay, whenever we get a question, we should not stop it. We have to do the R&Ds. And yeah. So what got printed here? When I print the Chrome driver dot class means the class or OpenQA Selenium Chrome class name got printed. Okay, from the package details and the class got printed. Class name got printed with the package details. Okay, that's what is happening. Let's go and make it generic in terms of Java technology. So I'll go to the Java, and here I'll just write class printing demo. Class printing demo. So we'll try to see what is happening for different stuff. So here I'll say string str is equal to Arun, I'll say, and here I'll print out. If I print out system.out.println string as a printer, what will happen? Error is coming. I cannot print the string. String cannot be resolved to a variable, it is saying. But if I say string dot class, then I can print it out. Okay, if I want to print the class format of the string, I can print it out, run this code, what will come in the output? Class space. Class is from which package? Java.lang package. Okay, Java.lang package. So this is the benefit of that. Okay, if you want to know the class details, to which library it belongs to which package it belongs, if you want to get the details, you have to say string.class. Okay, so next thing is that system.out.println. If I say system.out.println str, if I say, then what will be printed? If I say str means the value that is stored into str, because toString method will be inbuilt called here. toString method will be automatically called here. So the value of the string will be printed. Okay, I can also print object reference, that is str.system.out.println str.toString also I can call. But this is automatically being called, guys. Whether you print the object, it's automatically being called. ToString method of the string class is being called automatically, and that will print the value of that. You don't have to explicitly call that, but if you explicitly call that also, the same output you will get. Arun, you got. Whether without ToString and with ToString also, you got the same thing. And there are a few other methods like system.out.println str.hash code. This will get the hash code of this particular object. Okay. Instead of memory address hash code will be printed in the output. You see, this is hash code of that string object. Here, object got created, right? Some object pool will be created. In that object pool, object reference will be printed. Object, address will be printed in the form of hash code. Like that, many methods are there, like class. Okay, we can try that out in the detailed session of our Java series in the coming days. Okay, when we go with Java, right, in Java initiative where we are going to learn Java in depth as part of another initiative. So where you have to become an expert in everything of Java, there I'm going to cover that in depth. But for now, is it clear? Is that clear?
Yeah, clear. Thanks, sir.
Okay,
So
well,
by dot class name we need to use in
yeah, by
family.
dot class name method you have to use. If you, by dot class is for everything, right? String dot class, by dot class, it's from Java. Okay,
Okay.
so it's from Java and it will print the class details. Simple. Okay,
Okay.
class details it will print.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah, good question. Anyhow, so any other questions? Anyone? So any questions you can ask, guys, no problem. Whatever the questions you have with you, you can ask about this session or about a different session, doesn't matter. I'm giving you a lot of time every day to clear up your question. It may be simple question, silly question, doesn't matter. You can ask it. So let me meanwhile parallelly go through this and see what I have not uploaded, what I have uploaded. I'll go to the webinars. I think webinars is out of your range, but I'm just checking if anything I'm missing from my side. 2024. No, nothing is there here. Put that there here. So yeah, here I'll put one thing. Right leak, file upload. Any questions you can ask me, guys, meanwhile, while I'm doing this work. Who was there now? Okay, did I remove that? 720 pixels should be there. Maybe it is there in my local machine. No. Okay. It will go on. Don't worry about that. 2023. No. I have to go to the batch one. This is something I share with you. This will contain all the batch one. I'll go with the live sessions. See if any live session is missing here. Handling multiple wind. This was the last one, right? I covered file upload. Batch one. Live sessions. Yeah, this is already uploaded. I don't have anything pending from this. The next one, anything I'm pending in manual testing. Let me see. Seventeen are there going through. Part 3, 17, file upload. Back. Manual testing. Yeah, up to 17. It's up to the mark, to the thing. And going back, if I'm missing anything in crash course, non-tech to tech also I uploaded. Okay. Only 2 sessions were done. This weekend we have done. In the next week, we are going to, that introduction is being done, guys. If anyone has want to, be part of that non-tech to tech, attend them on the weekends at 2 p.m. IST on the weekends. Okay. Coming to this one, 21 Selenium Java crash course sessions are 21. Go to '22 is there. So I'm uploading the 22. That's something that is missing, I think so. Remaining all I uploaded, I remember, as far as I remember. Meanwhile, while it gets uploaded, let's go back and see if I'm missing anything in this day-to-day sessions. 73 is the one. Yesterday was multi-selection box fields. Today is that's correct. Till yesterday I covered it. Okay. But in Telegram group I upload yesterday. Yes, 73 session is there. Today's session will be 74. I'll post out the notes meanwhile. Today's notes. Same notes. Copy this. The next one. Then next one will be today's code. I have to upload the today's code. Yeah. Today's code is something where in this Bootstrap Dropdown demo, right? This was the code for today basically. This is the code. So right click, properties, go to this. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can ask me, guys. I'm still there to clear your doubts. Anyone have any questions, you can ask me out.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, hi.
Shivam.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, I have one question actually.
Yeah, please ask.
This is, I think, silly question. But I
No
think
problem.
sir,
It maybe don't call that.
actually,
You
sir,
can direct. Yeah.
in this method, sir, actually, we normally use this return with uh, return method, sir. So actually, why we use this, return method actually? You know,
Why we use the return method?
this return method actually, why we use actually the program?
I didn't get that. Come again. I didn't get the question actually. So, shall I open anything and then show, or so that make it clear? 1 minute.
Actually, I was I was watching with your that class video, that fourth video.
Okay,
In that
okay.
video, mentioned declare method, without parameters and return method.
Okay. Fine. Now, tell me what code was there so that I can replicate that and tell you.
Simple methods such as public void, uh, public void one method,
Public void simple method. Okay. Yeah.
uh, simple method, and here you return some value.
Return keyword I have written like this.
No, you declare the variables, and after that
Declare
you
a variable inside that int a is equal to 5. Let's say.
yes, and
Return a.
return
Return a.
so normally we uh, return normal code. For example, if I want print in file, so we'll uh, normally we return uh, system dot out dot println. Okay.
Okay.
So this return method actually, why we use return method is actually.
Why we have to return this? Rather, we can print it here itself. That's your question.
Yes, yeah.
You see, you want to use this method as a reusable purpose. For example, I'll tell you the reason why we do that. First of all, I'll create a main method, then I'll explain. Just see here what is better. Why the method has to return a value is your question, right? It can print there itself, right? Why it has to return?
Yeah.
So what I want to do here is, I'll write something like the public static void simple. I'll say add method or something int a comma int b. Generally, we create the methods like this, reusable methods like this. Let's say, and here I'll say int sum is equal to a plus b, I'll write, and here I'll return the value of sum instead of printing system.out.println, system.out.println sum. Here, instead of printing this, why I call this add method, and say 3 comma 5. Okay, if I say 3 comma 5 here, okay, I'm calling this, right? Here, this particular method is returning anything at this moment. Is this method add method returning anything? The return type is void. It's not returning anything, right? Then what will happen? The output will come as 3 plus 5, that is 8 will be printed in the output,
Yeah, yes, yeah.
right? So it has done something, but this add method, after getting the value from this, not only the purpose is to, you may feel like, instead of printing it here, if I return something here, and here I'll change it to return type as int data type. Now this add method has a return type int. So int some s is equal to and system dot out at println. The same thing I'm doing, you are getting a feeling, right?
Yes, 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 right, yeah.
But what I'm thinking is, what if I want to print, do some operation with this returned value? Then can I change this for other things? For example, this first add calling method want to add 10 value to that. Okay. And next again, I'll call this, let's say 10 comma 20, I'll call with this. And this time, this method will also get something in back. Some p, I'll say p is equal to int p. And this time, this method, whatever the return it gets, it won't want to add 10. It want to, let's say, p plus system.out.println, p plus 30 it want to add. Now, can you get the same thing inside the method? If I print here itself, is it possible to customizedly add 10 or 30? When I pass 3, 5, it should add 10. When I pass 10, 20, it should add 30. Will it do? Is it possible?
No. No.
That's the reason. You see, you want to get the this particular method return you something. So then after you get it something, right, you'll not just print it out. You can do whatever you want. With the returned value, you want to do whatever you want. For example, this method, with the value it got in return from this calling this method, it is trying to add 10. Other method, when it is calling, it's trying to add 30. Is the purpose different or same? Is the purpose different or same for these two methods callings?
Different.
Second, you are getting my point, right? So if I have to implement this in single method, can I print 5 plus 3, 8 plus 10, 18 I can print, and if I am passing 10 plus 20, that is 10, 20, 10 plus 20, 30 plus 30, 60 should be printed. Will that be done? Every time I call a method, I want to get a return value. Using the return value, I will do a different operation. I don't want every time print the result. I want to do some operation and then print it or something. Okay, in that case, this reusable method has to return the value or not?
Okay. So we can use in multiple times.
Yeah, we'll call this particular method multiple times, and what we do with the returned value is up to us whenever we call. We don't want the same general print statement printing the result, okay, of the sum. Rather, I want to print the sum plus 10. I want to print sum plus 30. It depends on me, right? Okay. So I will get the value as a return, and after that, whatever the value I get, I will perform other additional operations and print it. Instead of directly printing the sum, I am printing sum plus 10, sum plus 30 I am printing. So this method calling has a different requirement of what it want to do with the method that got written, and this method want to return something, and using the return value, it has to do achieve something else. Now it's clear.
Okay, sir. Understood.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not every time we have to print it, right? We can do something different also. Okay. So for that, the method will return something, and using the return, how we are utilizing it again is different. That's the reason methods have to return some values.
Okay, if you want to, you know, amend the method, so we can use this return method. Otherwise,
Yeah, if for every method, if every method only the value is to, if the thing only the purpose is to print the addition of these two numbers, then you don't have to return anything, right? In that case, for example, you don't have to do any extra operations on the returned value, and only purpose is for you to print it. System.out.print sum. Okay. So in that case, you don't have to return. There is no need of returning it. But if this value, these methods, once they get it as a return type, once they get the result of this, what they want to do matters. If it is different, means you cannot do this one. The returned value, if they want to customize or you want to do something on the top of the returned value, then every method has its own way of collecting the value and doing something else. In that case, if it's not a common thing, then then compulsory we have to return. If it's a common thing like printing only the sum means you don't have to return. Here only you are getting sum and printing. Here only you are getting sum 10, 20 and printing. That doesn't matter whether you print here or you return and print it here, doesn't matter. But once this particular method calls it and it gets a return, some return type, returned value and storing into the variable, and if it want to perform some other operation and this method want to perform some other operation on the returned value, then you cannot print it out here. You have to get it back and then do the operation. Got it?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you very
No problem. These are simple doubts, but we have to understand each and everything. We have to dig deep and understand. This is not a silly question. It's a good question only.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Coming to the Bootstrap drop-down demo, this is the code I have written. This is today's code. Let me post this code here in our Telegram group. Today's code. And what else is there? Yeah, this code is done. Today's code and assignments I'll give. Yesterday I gave you assignments, guys. Okay, some 3 assignments. Today also I'll give 3 assignments. Assignment 4. That is I'll go to the same let code application and ask you guys to automate that. Okay. Automate alerts like this. Okay. So for practice, automate alerts in this page. Which page? This page. As per the given challenges on the page. Then assignment 5. Assignment 5. Automate what? Automate frames. Automate frames in this page. That is which page? This page. As per the given challenges on this page. Okay. Then automate third one. That is Windows. Oh, sorry. There is another one. After frames, what is there? Radio buttons are there. Automate this radio and checkbox fields. Or assignment 6. Assignment 6. Automate radio buttons and checkbox fields. Checkbox fields on this in this page as per the given challenges on this page. Given challenges on this page. Challenges on this page. Given challenges on this page. Done. Next. I think 3 assignments will be so good. So yeah, that's it from the assignment side. And after the assignments, the thing is that I have to upload the recordings. Today's recording will be uploaded soon. So that's all, guys. If anyone have any other questions, you can ask me. This is a final chance. Any other questions are there, you can ask me. So AB, Amruta, Ashish, Srikanth, Vishwa, Vivek, do you have any other questions? Either type yes or no in the chat box. If you have questions, type yes. Otherwise, type no in the chat box. Amruta don't have any questions. AB don't have any questions. Ashish, no questions. Vivek, no questions. Okay. Srikanth, any questions? Any more questions, Srikanth? Vishwa, any questions? Vishwa and Srikanth, do you have any questions? Just type in the chat box yes or no, Vishwa or Srikanth. If you don't have any questions, type no. Srikanth said no. Only Vishwa is left out. Okay. Yeah, I think so. No questions from your end. So that's all for today, guys. Today we have the session at 8 p.m. IST, Selenium Java crash course. Okay, where did I posted it? Just here somewhere, right? 8 p.m. IST, Selenium Java crash course is the next one. Okay. So today's session. Tomorrow we have a holiday. Today at 8 p.m. crash course we have a session. Okay. So that's all from my side, guys. Thanks everyone. See you in the evening. Selenium Java crash course. Till then, bye bye. Bye everyone.